Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hey,
What is going on?
what's up? Welcome to the Pokey Tea Time. I'm your host, Yizzy Pokemon,
And I'm Notshivam, aka Shivam.
and on this Pokecast, we like to bring you the most current spicy topics in the Pokemon community and break it down in a fun and professional way.
That sounds about right.
Okay, that's pretty good, right? Worked a whole 2 minutes on it. But how you doing on this very nice but before we say that, right? Let's just point out I told Shivam to wear a costume and he's like, okay. But no, he sent like a heart, like okay, and then like I'm here and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, I'm not wearing a costume. I'm like, I'm over here spiraled out, bro. And you're over there with your Patagonia.
No, I am wearing my costume.
Yeah, who are you without that beard going on? Like, what is okay? Tell me what's going on here. Sorry, guys. Before we get to the hot topics, let's just break some ice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I just felt like shaving it, for my Aladdin TikTok. So it flopped, but it is what it is.
Guys, he's basically a new person, right? Like,
Yeah.
thumbs up. Tom or Gyarados Freak said, "Yo, Shiva Miss Kumar."
I mean, he ain't wrong though.
He ain't wrong. But hey, let's start out with a little icebreaker, okay? So
Okay.
I want to start doing icebreakers to get the people involved, and I like to read it some. So first icebreaker for everybody here. As a child, what do you want? What did you want to be when you grow up? Hit me with facts, Shivam.
A dinosaur.
Bro, what you
What?
like a T-Rex?
Yeah,
Which
I
dinosaur?
would,
You can't just say dinosaur. There's a lot of dinosaurs.
bruh. Who doesn't want to be a T Rex, right? You put your arms really close like this, and you go, ah.
Man, you capping, bro. Okay, me. Everybody in the chat, let me know too. I'm a YouTuber. Pokebro said YouTuber. What I wanted to be? What did I want to be? I'll tell you a funny story. Since you said dinosaur, I as a kid would wait like hours, not focused on class, to look forward to recess. Right? I'd go out there, and the first Pokemon I would want to be is an Aerodactyl. So I would get on like the bars, and I would go Aerodactyl, and I would grab the bars, and I would like jump and act like an Aerodactyl. I did that like one. I forgot. I think it was in the 3rd grade. This wasp just came in and went bink, and I cried so loud. It was like 3rd grade, no 2nd grade. I'm gonna say 2nd grade, so I don't sound like a little girl or a little pansy. But yeah, I cried. So speaking of dinosaurs, but I think I wanted to be as a person with Asian descent. My parents always wanted me to be like a doctor or lawyer, so I think that was like ingrained in my mind. But little did you know, I didn't turn out to be either one of those. But so anything else? Oh, let's read some of these. A dinosaur, Step Brothers reference. Pokemon Master. Pikachu says Zookeeper. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I wanted to be a Safari Zone guy. That's pretty cool. I really like these answers. Yizzy, Realism said Yizzy. Lies. Okay, so let's get to the how many minutes? We're 8 minutes in. You want to get to the topics, or you have any other icebreakers to wish people happy Halloween or anything?
No, I don't got anything. Let's get right into
man. All right. Here we go. It's about to get spicy, guys.
All business. All
right, let's go. And even though I'm wearing this, guys, y'all need to take me 100% serious. Okay, so Poke topics of tonight, because we're doing after hours Poke tea time. Is number 1, dumb money paying $375,000 for the first edition base set box. Number 2, we're gonna talk about Collectible Gurus and Donald Huge, and if y'all didn't know who he was, I will explain that later. Actually, I think I have that mixed up. We're going to talk about fake booster boxes, and then we're going to talk about Collectible Guru and Donald Huge, and then we're going to go over sleepers of the week. I'm laughing because I totally spelled his name wrong. And then number 4, we're going to have a Pokemon community Q&A. So yeah, dumb money paying $375,000 for the first edition base set box, bro. That's some crazy. That's more than stuff. Logan Paul. He's pushed the limit. I know we're a little late on this topic, but a lot has happened in the Pokemon community in this past week.
Within a week. Yeah. So just for a background reference, I know $375,000 is a lot, but I know dumb money were attempting to actually buy other booster boxes beforehand, and they tried to buy one for $400,000 and they were turned down.
Wow.
So it's worth way more than that. They just happen to get a good deal, so to speak, from Collectibles Guru. And in this case, it didn't really work out the first time. Man. So for those guys who do not know what dumb money is a group of 3 guys. They're just like the average Joe, basically, and they've figured out a way to turn money into millions of dollars, and they're basically showing people how to do the same thing. And the reason why they got the name Dumb Money is because people who are on Wall Street, they're considered smart money. A lot of their investments are calculated. They use analysis, analytics. They're using software. They've taken courses. They have licenses in regards to investing and giving that sort of advice. But these guys are the definition of dumb money, like your average Joe. Average Joes are people who invest their money into a bunch of different things without any prior knowledge or any sort of softwares or anything of the sort. So that's just a little bit of background on dumb money.
Oh, and also Basic Trainer will be doing a Q&A at the end. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll answer any questions that y'all have to the best of our knowledge. So thank you for the intro of dumb money. Let me kind of let them know. Everybody knows knows what happened, but let me give you all a brief background in case somebody missed it or in case anybody was wondering. So Dumb Money, as he's explained, bought this booster box from this guy named Collectible Guru for $375,000, new record. Was going to open it up live in front of everybody, and he had big plans to do with it. One of the plans were to have the biggest charity event, Poke charity event, for the anniversary or Pokemon's anniversary event, and sell off all the packs. Little did they know that they opened the booster box and it was fake. It was baloney. It's not real. They just paid 300. Actually, they didn't pay because they weren't going to give Collectible Gurus the funds before they were before it was verified to be a real box. So they're actually pretty smart.
Yeah, there was a deposit of $20,000 though, so they could have ran with it, but they didn't. I think in this case, where we're gonna basically do a breakdown of each video that came out in chronological order, just so we can give you guys a little bit of context. Essentially, there was Scott Emmer, Leonhardt, and Dumb Money, the people of Dumb Money, and the police officer there, security guard, just to make sure these guys didn't try to run away with the money or whatever.
How intimidating was that guy, man?
Pretty intimidating, I'd say.
But, was he carrying?
I don't know. People were asking if he was carrying. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me. Like, you're working with a lot of money. So in this case, they came in there, and right off the get-go, Leonhardt expressed his concerns in regards to the box. He did say, like, this is a box that I would not buy due to its red flags. And the thing is that a lot of you guys do not know this, but I was told like a week beforehand, like before this actual live happened, that this box is a fake. A lot of people who are higher up in the Pokemon community knew that this box was a fake. So it's kind of a bit sus that even with this knowledge that Collectibles Guru had, he still tried to pass that box on. And I think it was a huge surprise that they wanted to open the box on the spot.
Right. So now that we know it's fake, and we're gonna delve deeper into it, let's kind of talk about the generic topic of fake boxes and kind of what we need to do and what we need to expect for the future.
Oh, my turn.
I mean, I can, yeah.
I think for us, in regards to what we can do in the future in regards to a lot of the boxes that we do have, I think I've been listening to a lot of advice from a lot of people, and Charizard King, BHYS, Pokemon. A lot of people have been saying either PokeJuice says put punch a hole in the box, or write an X or any sort of
on the bottom.
Yeah, on the bottom, just anything that sort of basically says that this has been an open box, right?
Right.
I think that's very, very important. Another thing is, let's say you do buy a box. I think the best thing to do is actually have someone who is very, very up in the hobby, someone who's been involved with the community for a long time.
Someone reputable.
And have them verify the box. Yeah.
Has a name.
Like, verifying a box is super duper important, because this is Pokemon is very, very lucrative now. And we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars. We're talking about people's livelihoods. And so when it comes to boxes like this, we need to know that they're legitimate and not fake.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And even though we can do our best to do our due diligence to verify it, there are some really scary boxes that look real. Yeah. They look real. I think UAE Pokemon from the UK opened a Gym Challenges or Gym Heroes box, and it was fake.
Yeah.
And he's had it for a while. Someone else all over Instagram, I think one of them opened a Jungle. It was fake. Like,
yeah, there was about 10 boxes that opened up after that incident. They were all fake.
And these guys are experienced sellers, buyers, and they were still duped. So we can do our due diligence, like the hole punch in a box that like nobody can ever use that box anymore, and that takes another box out of the market. But yeah, like, you know, being the devil's advocate of you saying like we need to find verified sellers, even if they are verified.
We also need actual companies to actually verify boxes are real. You know, if there's a way that PSA or any sort of these companies to actually check whether or not these boxes are legitimate, I think it's very important for them to do that. It doesn't necessarily mean encase it, but it means that we need to actually have it verified. Basically check the outside of it, basically understand what a wrapped or rewrapped box looks like, what an actual logo box looks like. Just like if a company can understand, a grading company can understand how a box is wrapped, then we can pretty much find out what is and what isn't real. So I think that's super duper important. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, we need companies to do this.
Right. And it's really unfortunate that the first edition box actually does not have those wizard logos, those stamps, those white stamps. So it's probably the easiest one to replicate. You can just find.
Yeah, I mean, Rev has said it himself that this box is more likely to be fake than any other box, simply because of the fact that it is the most expensive box. There is no logos on it. It's more difficult to tell whether or not it is fake or not fake. But in this case, I mean, Collectibles Guru was told by many, many people that it was fake, and he still had the nerve to bring it up to them. Like, it's so freaky. Like, after that whole incident, I had a lot of people, verified people from YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, just basically hit me up. It's like, Shivam, what is going on here? What's your thoughts on this? Because you've seen this for a while now. I said, honestly, I think this guy just tried to pass on a box, and he didn't care whether or not if it was fake or not. I think, like, once he sold it, then it would have been like, that's your fault. You should have did your due diligence as a consumer to figure out whether or not it's real or not.
Yeah.
And so
we're about to dive into this. Should we just go into it? Because I feel like we've already beat the dead horse, and everybody knows about the topic of Dumb Money, the first edition box, and the fake booster box. Sorry, I have that mixed up, guys. I'm very unprofessional. And
I think you should go ahead.
All right. But also, let's go ahead and start with a disclaimer also. So we are not licensed professionals on investment. We're not telling you how you should really spend your money. We're just two pokey, passionate people in the community that do their research, and don't. And
we also try to stay relatively neutral in regards to a lot of the topics that we do have. In this case, I mean, I feel like with the topic that we have coming up, I feel like, collectively speaking, I think it's a consensus that we'll get to it as soon as you introduce the topic.
And it's going to be facts. We're spitting out factual evidence and knowledge. Yeah.
I just think that.
Well, mine's going to be evidence. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all just get ready. It's getting spicy. I got something spicy. I didn't even tell Shivam what I was telling him about.
Nah, he didn't tell me.
No, I didn't. Okay, so let's get into the. This is what I've been waiting for all week, guys. Okay, here we go. Collectible Guru. Let's go. Who is this guy? Who is Collectible Guru? Who is this? Should I say it? I don't want to say it. I kind of want to say it.
Don't say it.
Okay, I won't. Oh,
gosh. Okay, so I'll lead the.
I'm not gonna say.
So Collectibles Guru is I've gone through this last week, but Collectibles Guru is a guy who has a background in cryptocurrencies and who has made a segue into alternative assets that have actual abilities to be able to touch and feel. So, like, a physical asset itself, it's not really an asset; it's an alternative asset. But he has a background in cryptocurrencies, and if you've ever been or ever invested into cryptocurrencies, you know how prolific the pump and dump community is with cryptocurrency. So for those guys who don't know what a pump and dump is, essentially a pump and dump is when a group of people will basically go to a specific cryptocurrency, they'll hype it all up, they'll shill bid it, they'll buy out the prices, and then once that becomes a trend, people start seeing it, and a lot of people start buying money into it. That's when they sell off. So they sell that particular product when it's at its highest peak. So in this case, I'd say that this guy has manipulated the market to a certain degree, because he has actually gone through multiple auctions himself, where he is basically shill bidding stuff and is always the second to last bid. Like, this guy has money. Like, he could always win a bid, but every single time he doesn't win, you know? And what does that say? It says that this guy's basically manipulating the market. There's no telling how long this guy's been doing it, you know?
Do you have any gripe with him selling that, like, it happening to be a fake box? Because Dumb Money, right, defended this guy, was saying, like, let's not be mad at this guy. He is not the seller of the box. He is the middleman, and this happens to anyone. So in that aspect, he did nothing wrong, right?
In my honest opinion, I think he did something wrong. You know, as a middleman, I'm a middleman for PSA. If something goes wrong within the process, that is my responsibility.
Right.
This guy, he knowingly brought a fake box, and even if he wasn't okay with it, he was okay with bringing a box that had numerous red flags. You know,
Mm.
like this guy's flying around all across the country. How hard is it to actually go fly to Rev? How hard is it to go fly to Leonhardt? How hard is it to go fly to any of these like the forefronts of this community to
Mm-hmm.
be able to get this box verified,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Like it makes no sense. This guy claims to be an expert, but he's not an expert. I think that's the reason why he's become a meme of the community, because you can't call yourself a expert
Mm-hmm.
and bring a box and not know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go back to Texas and not bring penny sleeves and then take a card and smash it into a top loader without a penny sleeve. Who does that? No
He's
one.
talking about the second time. You're not talking about the
Technically
first
the
one.
third time. Technically the third video. Those 3
Oh
videos.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So, in this case, like this guy's like, I don't know, man. These past few days have just been weird.
And what he means by he pulled a golden war turtle. Look what he's got. War turtle first edition gray stamp. Put it in a top loader without a penny sleeve. And might I mention they brought clear Ziploc bags to put these cards into.
Well, it was. I mean, like when you're talking about like dumb money themselves, they don't really understand Pokemon. They don't understand what goes into it. And so like them bringing a plastic Ziploc bag, that's a little bit more understandable in comparison to a top loader, and then mashing it into a top loader and then banging it on the table. Like it makes no sense. Like I
Yeah.
know these guys have a lot of money,
Yeah.
but like have a little bit of respect for what's going on there. Like you can just watch the chat the entire time, and it's like I don't know what it takes for these guys to understand that this guy's a scammer. We don't know if he's a scammer.
He
We
said
don't
it.
know.
He said it himself. Shivam has said it himself. You know
I
this is
haven't
live,
said
right?
anything. I said we don't know if he's a scammer yet because we don't have the actual
Oh,
evidence.
whoops.
But the thing is, it only takes one person for someone to get scammed, and there's no telling if he has or hasn't, right? Like in this case, like I feel like a lot of the people, a general consensus is that when people watch that last video, it came across as him trying to make it seem as if everything's okay. Like he was just trying to make it he was just trying to pass it on to make it seem like this guy's actually legitimate. He was just, I don't know, he was just feeling a little bit extra, from my honest opinion. Like I was like, this guy's doing too much,
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your thoughts? Like, did you watch the videos, and what did you think about it all?
The videos were immaculate, bro.
So for those guys who don't know, if you guys watch the video, Collectibles Guru pretty much said it literally immaculate, like the word literally immaculate.
It's okay. We can't make fun of like the words he say, but I think it's pretty entertaining.
I don't know. He has enough money to buy a thesaurus, though.
Yeah. Taking shots. Okay, no, we're not taking shots. Okay, but yeah, I think you nailed it. You've nailed it.
Do you think he's doing this for clout? Like, what's the motive here?
The motive is money. It's money from the get go, and okay. Let me think about this, because I was thinking about something else that I will address later, and it's gonna be like, okay. So I think it's money. I think he's taking advantage of people and their ignorance in the community, and just it's pumping and dumping. He's saying like, look how much money I've made. Look how much these cards are going for. And if you want to make some money, an investment, you should do it. Like he's manipulating them, right? And it's just not fair, because I guess he has the money and he has the product to do so.
I was gonna say, like one thing that just like blew my mind. Like I was like, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. He tried to, like, when they got all the packs weighed out, he tried to say that heavy packs were $40,000, and there was 11 heavy packs there.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the guy bought it for he bought the box for $375,000, and tried to say that just the 11 heavy packs themselves were essentially $440,000. Like that's ridiculous. That's not how Pokemon works,
Yeah, the sad part of that is that, like, even though he's overinflating it, the way the market's going is like it's almost as if he could be right, which is sad. That's the pumping part, right?
It's sad, but it is a seller's market. So like anyone, including myself, if I wanted to put a arbitrary number on a particular thing, then I can, but it doesn't matter until it actually sells. And so like it makes no sense. I mean, it's kind of disgusting in a way because it really is ruining the hobby a lot faster than normal. You know, it's becoming more about money in that aspect. Like I don't mind investing, I don't mind um institutional funding coming into the space, but like everyone knows if anyone's coming in here from the institutional or investing background, they know that this sort of parabolic growth isn't healthy at all. You know, like being able, like we're trying to see this right here. We want to see this, but we don't want to see this and then that. Like we don't want to see that.
No, for sure, for sure. Okay, so yeah, feel free to add any more to that because I feel like there's a lot that we're missing.
Yeah.
But I do want to point this out because I said evidence earlier. Okay, so here is what I found, and I'm about to present y'all with a unique topic. Okay, so I'm part of this group. It's called a PTCI. So they basically try to look for scammers in the Pokemon community. Okay. It's a very reputable group. There's a lot of people because there's a lot of trading of high dollar values, not only on Instagram, but on Facebook. It's actually a really big thing. There's like high profile people on there. So I wanted to present you with this. Okay, so it says, "Hello, friends. I'm sure most of you have seen the recent videos of a $375 base first edition box that was opened live by Guru, Leonhardt, DFW, and a few experts nobody has ever heard of. And the prospect buyer, dumb money. If you haven't, check out the video." So, anyways, they basically want to know if they want to kick this guy out, like deem him. They have a list of scammers, and you can always reference this. It's like a thesaurus or a dictionary for scammers, right? So the person in question is actually this guy named Donald Hughes that I've been telling you about in this topic, right? Donald Hughes, and this guy is actually the guy who sold the box to Collectible Guru.
Was he in his TikTok?
He was not in his TikTok. So there was a middleman, but this was Donald Hughes' box, right? The guy in his Instagram and his phone and his photo is actually the middleman. So you know how Collectible Guru was telling everybody, don't go after this guy, you know, everything's good in faith. Well, you know what? Your boy has found this guy, Donald Hughes, okay? So listen up, guys. His name is Donald Hughes. I'm about to not expose this guy, but pretty much expose this guy, okay? So this guy is Donald Hughes. He came on the scene roughly in September, like flashing his expensive stuff, flashing his money, buying anything he can, okay? So we'll talk about, he had 3 first edition booster box for sale, right? This guy sent a screenshot of his conversation with Donald Hughes. He had the same story as Collectible Guru. I've had these collections since I was 3 or 7 years old. He even tripped up on some of his explanation, and I'll put it up somewhere right here when I edit this video because you know I like to clip these up and post them for y'all so y'all don't have to listen to the whole hour and 45 stream. So look forward to that. He has messaged with this guy saying like, oh, I had this collection, my grandma saved it for me. I've had it since I was 7 years old when it came out in 1999. Okay, same story. That's evidence 1. Okay, evidence 2 is the infamous reason why this box is fake, right? Where is it? Whoops. That. You remember the Blastoise where it was marked up on the edge and there was nowhere on the other side? Well, your boy found out the reason why this is fake is I actually have this other picture when he tried to sell it to somebody on Facebook of the other side. And what do you see there, Shivam? You see a mark on the shrink wrap.
Yeah, Charizard King pointed that out.
It was on the other direction. So the guy who resealed it backwards. Y'all see that?
No, that scratch is actually inside of the plastic. That's on the box itself.
Right.
No unsealed box would do that.
Right. No. Yeah, correct. On the Blastoise foot, there's some scratches and there's no marking on the plastic, right? Well, in this picture that you see on the next one, there's no marking on the red part, but there's scratches on the plastic. So the guy... and this is just speculation, right? The guy actually resealed it backwards when he pulled it out, okay? That's evidence 1. Number 2, okay? So there's a box number 2, okay? And the box number 2 is actually the same one Guru. We believe the second box was actually Guru, the one Guru bought.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah. The one with the scratch on the Blastoise is the one that Guru bought. I know PokeJew looked at it. I know Charizard King looked at it. That was their biggest concern with it. Outside of the creases on the top, like it blows my mind that Lee didn't see it, but like I can sort of see why like Lee would miss it just because of the fact that it's a big moment in this case, but like mistakes can happen like that. But in this case, like like you as a buyer, if you're dropping that much money, you need to inspect what you're doing. That's like if you're a middleman and you're trying to like, essentially, Collectibles Guru wasn't a middleman. He was a buyer. He bought something and didn't do his due diligence in regards to what he bought, and then try to pass it on to someone else. Like that makes no sense to me.
Right.
But like these were concerns that a lot of these people in this community have basically raised on this particular box. Like a lot of people knew about this box.
Right. And so you want to hear evidence number 3 that's about to blow your mind too?
Yeah,
so
sure.
he had 3 boxes, right? So that
Hmm.
one box, the one with the marking, that was confirmed that it wasn't real, right? So the box number 2 is actually the one that he sold to Collectible Guru, and this box number 2 was sold around September. It was listed on September. Collectibles Guru bought it in October, right? On that same time, the guy who had you remember how I said he's flashing his high profile items? Well, he submitted a first edition base set to BGS around that same time. And
was that the BGS was that the third pristine BGS Charizard?
It's not hold on, let me look it up real quick. I have pictures of it. Where's the pictures? What's the pictures? I kind of want to edit it in. This is what I wanted to do before, but here it is. No, this one's a Venusaur. He submitted in August 12th, 2020, and all these first edition thick stamp base set had all the same grades. So we know all those cards came from the same box. And listen to this. Though he also submitted Jungle, first edition Jungle, and he Fossil, which all those cards were in that box too. So the stars align. So this is the theory. He opened the box, graded all those cards, sold the box, and submitted these cards within that same time period. How dumb is that? And this just came out. I found this. Somebody did. You didn't think people would do research? You didn't think when you flash all your nice little items out to the world, they're not going to look up the date it was graded?
Detective Yizzy in the
Bro,
house.
dude, and he's been kicked out. He's been deemed as a scammer. So we're over here talking about collectible gurus. This guy is the OG scammer. He took all the packs. He took all the packs from the first edition box, got the cards, graded it, resealed the extra stuff inside, and sold the first edition box as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. That's like it doesn't matter whether or not that guy is a scammer. Yes, we know he's a scammer. Now we do, but we can't forget that Guru bought this box. Like he bought a box. If you bought a box, and let's say he bought a box, and then let's say he immediately took that box and sold it to dumb money, and it turned out to be a fake, then we wouldn't be on Collectible Guru's case, right? In this case, we have a guy who is constantly on TikTok, constantly on Instagram, flexing. He literally had like 5,000 followers on TikTok before, and I had more followers than him on there, and all of a sudden he's at around 60-some thousand followers on TikTok. Like it jumped up. But the thing is that he knew people came to him and told him that the box is fake, and then he either muted them, he blocked them, or anything of the sort. He knew that this box was fake. So when he has knowledge of the red flags that this box has, and then he tries to sell it at that point, what does that make him? You don't have to say it, but it starts with S.
No, I'm not saying it. Does it make him Shivam?
Yeah, no.
A sheen. Does it rhyme with hammer?
Maybe not.
No, I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm asking the questions here. You're the expert in some of these topics.
You took the wheel on this one.
We're pokey passionate people, okay? Not experts at all. But that's pretty crazy. That is pretty insane. So let's think about this. Who's worse then? The guy, the scammer himself? Donald Huge? Almost got you. Okay. Donald Huge or somebody that doesn't do their due diligence and pumps an item so huge that Yeah. Who's worse?
Both. Both are bad.
Hmm.
You don't you don't understand the context of what person's doing in regards to the community, right? Like, yeah, this guy is
Bring your
selling a
tea out.
product. He's scamming one person. Okay, yeah, he's scamming one person.
Mm-hmm.
Now we look at Guru. He's not only not doing his due diligence, but he is manipulating the market. Like, we know he is. Like, that's evidence. Like, there's so many people that have evidence. We tried to get Charizard King on here. We tried, but he's in London right now, so he's on his way back probably, and so he can't be here.
Man, if he was
However,
here, this would have been absolutely wild. I
yeah,
I might have been laughing the whole time, like not even getting a word out.
no, yeah,
I
it
wonder
would
if he
be
knows about
hilarious.
this too. If I presented this info to him.
No, I don't think he does actually. He probably doesn't. But the second box that they bought uh and gave to dumb money, that box did belong to at some point did belong to Charizard King. So Charizard King's box does check out. Um
Oh, what if they're a team? Whoa.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think in this case, I mean, like the transactions are a little bit far apart and they're too fast. But I don't know. It's different. It's really hard to say. But I do think that I forgot the other two guys that were associating themselves with Guru. I think they're aware of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the second video, like, I don't know if you watched the second video. I watched the second video where they went to the person's house to buy the box.
I did see the second video.
And right off the bat, like, it was cringy right off the bat because, like, this guy, the Asian guy that is Collectible Guru's friend, he's like, the
He has
box
a
is
civil
minted.
engineering background just like me. It's
Yeah,
crazy. It's crazy. I was like, whoa.
yeah. This guy said that the box is mint. It even has a sticker, but, like, this guy has no idea what he's talking about because just the other day he brought a fake box and didn't know it, and then how would you know what you have in front of you is legitimate or not?
Mm-hmm.
And so it makes no sense. I mean, I think as a community we need to know where we're getting these boxes from. I
Mm-hmm.
think keeping receipts, actual receipts of like us buying, like, if I were to go on the internet and buy a case of Burning Shadows, I need to keep that receipt and then be able to look, like, this is more modern stuff, but, like, I need to present that receipt in the transaction if I am doing a trade,
But
if I
okay,
am
but think
selling it.
about this, right? Even if you do have the receipt, you can still take that item, resell it, and present the receipt also.
No, yeah, but the thing is that if that were to happen, then we would know who resealed it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because let's say I have a
But
case,
what
I
if it
have a
goes to
receipt,
two hands,
two hands, then
three
that I
hands?
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. There needs to be some way of area of there needs to be some sort of accountability there.
the only thing
Um,
accountability I can think of is somebody to verify it, like almost PSA, right? Saying this is a real box.
yeah,
And I don't know if there's any service out there that can actually provide that.
I don't think so.
Gary did on his story. He sent something like an ID thing that he was going to send his box in. Have you looked into that?
No, I saw it, but I didn't look into it too extensively. I think what I'll do is that I'll hit up Gary this evening and just shoot him a DM and see what he has to say about that, and if he can break down the knowledge in regards to that. Like, what does that do, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does it specifically do? Is it being sent to a company where they're actually verifying whether or not it's real or not, or are they
Yeah.
just putting it inside of a box with
Right.
actual seals?
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah. So you know what's funny? The few boxes I've seen online have been packaged the same way. Like the fake boxes have been packaged the same way. That little thin piece of white styrofoam in the top part, and then the rest of the cards stuffed on the top side of the box. So I wondered, like, who is this person?
Well, according to Bo Dangers, aka Bonnie, according to her, I don't know where this Donald Huge guy is from, but she was saying that they're all from Europe. All these fakes are coming from Europe, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Donald
So don't
Hughes
quote me on that.
is I think he's from the East Coast, north, or kind of East Coast, Northeast
I'm
Coast,
East. I'm in
Northeast
Virginia.
Coast. Yeah, so he's around your area.
Hmm.
Yeah, makes sense. Y'all got a lot of dupes over there. Sketchy stuff. A lot of fake products you can buy on the street.
Probably.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's what we got for you guys. These people are these is really dangerous and is really toxic for our community, and I feel like the more that we educate people and the more we talk about this, such as these Poke Tea Time, and even some of these people in the chat, y'all are PokeTubers. Yeah, let's talk about this. Spread the awareness as much as we can, especially with those boxes, right? If you use it, man, you're yawning again. Weak. And talk about it. And I know some of y'all actually have it, like Golden War Turtle. Some of our close friends actually have these boxes. I know everybody's scrounging around saying, "It's my box real? It's my box real?" Just the other day, shout outs to Polish Rob. He's probably not in here, but he interviewed Rhymestyle, and Rhymestyle went to his collection. It was just like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if these are real or not, which is hilarious because he's sitting on stacks and stacks of boxes. But yeah, I am. It's such a scary thing, man. It's such a scary thing, and then the more that we like shine light on this, the more hopefully we can stop it and find out who's doing this,
Mm-hmm.
from both spectrums, right?
Absolutely.
But other than that, let's talk about. So hey guys, we're gonna do a quick Q&A at the end of this show. After we do sleepers of the week. Crap, wrong one. Okay, sleepers of the week. I'm gonna go with mine first. So my sleeper of the week is from Heart Gold Soul Silver, is actually these prime cards. And even though I'm showing you Tyranitar right now, yeah, there's others like Feraligatr, Houndoom, Typhlosion, and these cards are beautiful. Okay, the only reason I know about this card is actually because of Rhyme. I also have been looking at cards, because I'm always looking at what's the next hot thing. But these are $14 for a prime card. I mean, you're going to regret it once these shoot up. And this is what I'm talking about. Let's look at this PSA report. Shout outs to Notshivam. That's his right there with the 30% battery life and the 11:11 p.m. As you can tell, that's when he sent it to me. Yeah, so we got the Glysaur Hollow. Look at the PSA report. 8 total. The Houndoom, only 2. The Houndoom Hollow, 18. We've got another Houndoom, X-Hatch, 11. The Macargo, 1. Macargo, 2. So these are almost in the single, barely double digits. So,
and that's the trend. That's the trend overall. Like this specific pop report is for Heart Gold Soul Silver Undaunted, and that's the basic trend right there. We're not like, if you look at pop reports in regards to these prime cards, across the board, it's just less. It's not even more than 20, right?
right.
So that makes it kind of lucrative for someone who's trying to step in and trying to be a first market mover.
Right.
I don't know why it's so low. I think that was basically a very unpopular period for Pokemon at the time because no one was grading stuff.
Yeah.
Or people have just been so hyper focused on WotC and XY and Black and White so much that they just completely forgot about grading stuff from Heart Gold Soul Silver. I will say that the legend cards, like the 2 cards that combine, those cards do have a significant population in comparison to a lot of these prime cards. But
yeah,
I don't know. A lot of these prime cards are still very much valuable. Like they're well, potentially valuable, but they're super affordable.
Super affordable. So let me throw some numbers out, right? So just a month ago, you could get a booster box for about $2,000, and right now they're about $4,500. So think about that. And prime cards, you get one every third pack or every other pack. I think it's
so.
one every third pack, I believe. And so for $15, I think this is light played though. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not like terrible condition. But for think about it, if this jumps, you're gonna feel dumb when these cards jump up for like $250, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is my sleeper of the week. I would love to get some Heart Gold Soul Silver cards for $15. That's less. That's like 3 packs of Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to get like a GX. So yeah, what's your sleeper of the week? Show them in 3, 2, 1, go.
So mine is the 1997 Cardist set. I've been talking about a lot of Japanese cards outside of WotC and Pokemon Nintendo cards. Specifically, I've been looking into Topsun, I've been looking into Meiji, I've been looking into Cardist. I've been talking about Cardist for a very, very long time. So the image that you have of that PSA card right there is mine. Essentially,
is it now?
Yeah, that is mine. That is a PSA 9 that has a population of 25. I bought that card in November of last year for a total of $50. Market value for this card raw.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And
I'm just hyping it up, sorry.
Market value for this particular card now raw, we're talking about $600, $800. So That's significant gains. But however, the other things in regards to the other cards in this set, they're still very much valuable. Why? Because we're starting to see a trend where a lot of these big people that are coming into the space, they're not trying to buy just one card. They're trying to buy complete master sets. So when we're looking at sets in general, this is still very much undervalued. Like this set came out before 1999 base set, right? I just scooped up an entire master set of this with 6 cards missing, for a total of $670. So, and the day before, one complete one went on auction for $1,600. So there are deals out there to be made. There are steals to be found. So I think that you guys should pay attention to this very, very extensively. I think Meiji cards are still very much undervalued. Meiji cards came out, I believe, in 1998, I want to say 1998 all the way up to 2002. I think those cards are still wonderful to find. Those are also Japanese made cards. I think they came with chocolate at the time. So I scooped up a few Lugia cards from Meiji as well yesterday. So
is there any like sealed Meiji packs left?
I've seen one before, but that sold a while back. Like I missed the boat on it. But yeah, okay. I've not seen a sealed cardist box in regards to Pokemon. I have not seen.
I think I saw one, just one.
Well, the one that you see on there is, if you click on the link, it's just like this playing thing where you unfold it and the thing pops out. That's not an actual card. So that's what you see on eBay right now. There's no legitimate actual cardist box for Pokemon from 1997. I've not seen that. If I do, I would scoop it up almost immediately. Yeah, like I would. There was a Top Sun box on eBay, Top Sun with a blue back box, but it sold, I believe, a couple of months ago or a month ago, and I know who bought it. They got it for a really good deal, I think, in my honest opinion. I think those cards are significantly spiking in value. Like I used to be able to buy, I should have scooped one up at $200, even if it was in lightly played condition, because now a near mint goes for $3,000. So those cards are spiking.
Wow, I'm going to use that for my next week's. A specific one. Okay, so let's move on to our last bit. We're like 50 minutes in, so we'll hit up any questions y'all have for the next 15 minutes or 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, give or take.
All right, so
Pokemon community Q&A. Should we ask people here first, or let's ask people here? Okay, let's do one, and then we'll do Discord.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so go ahead and start with your first one.
So the first one I'm seeing is, I have the Trio Unlimited. How much would you sell a Crispy Unlimited base set, jungle set, fossil booster boxes today as a 3-box package? I don't know. Honestly, I would put that up on auction. You're talking about some heavy money right there. First, I'll get it verified first too, though. I think that's super important. I think that would bring peace of mind to anyone who's trying to buy it. But yeah, that's my honest opinion on that.
Okay. Okay. Sean Lee actually hit us with a question. I'm gonna put your question actually in the middle, in our faces right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's do it right here. So Sean Lee said PSA 8 Zard base set going for $2.5K US dollars worth. Yeah, I'll answer this. You're looking PSA 2. Hold up to PSA 8 2.5K USD worth. Is that like worth selling or worth buying? Like
I guess it's saying it's going for that much. Is it worth it?
So I'm gonna say we recently seeing the first dip into the base set Zard this week.
We're seeing a correction.
Yes.
But it's gonna go right back up.
Yes. So they were going for almost 7,500, around 6,000, 6,500, 7,500, and all of a sudden,
For a 9.
And all of a sudden we see a huge dip, and it's costing $4,500 for a PSA 9. PSA 8s has been selling for $4,000 to $4,500 in the Aussie market this week. Oh, that's a good point. What? Oh no, you did say US dollars. So for it to be 2.5K, I would say wait for a correction if you're buying. If you're selling, that seems. What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like it could be worth buying. Honestly, what I'd highly suggest doing
I'm gonna look it
is
up
not
real
even
quick.
buying the PSA. What I highly suggest doing is going to card shops, buying out binders. I think like a lot of people are so hyper focused on eBay and eBay sales that they forget that there's a lot of these cards. Like, don't forget, these are called unlimited for a reason. You're going to be able to find them if you just search a little bit. I guarantee you that there's someone in your town that probably has one stashed away in a binder that could net you a 7 or an 8. I was able to do that back last year. I bought a binder off of eBay for $150. Got the Charizard card created. It came back as a 7, so it's not that difficult. You
So
just got to
one
look
just
for it.
sold on October 31st for 19 or 1,975. So I'm going to say it's not worth, especially when you see a correction going on right now.
Yeah.
I hope that answered your question, Sean.
Brian Hernandez said a 1999 Jungle First Edition Booster Box sold for $1.2 million. That
Those
was shilled.
trolls, bro. That was
That was
hilarious.
shilled. So
That
Brian,
that was
often
hilarious.
at times, you have to be vigilant in regards to what's going on in auctions or sales. When it comes to PWCC, PWCC is known, especially with Pokemon and sports, where a lot of people are shilling bids. So if you guys don't know what shilling means, is that you're trying to go on a auction page or an auction and you're putting in very, very high values, but not too high because you're trying to get someone else to outbid that. And in return, you're basically manipulating the market to make the alternative asset worth more.
Okay.
So I was gonna go to the Discord question now since we did
Okay, yeah.
two.
Do Discord and then I'll answer. You do the Discord and I'll do the chat, live chat.
Okay.
Cool.
Because we don't have a whole lot of questions from Discord, but essentially,
Andy Ma, you're next. I'm gonna answer your question next.
this question is from Gyarados Freak. Opinions about the illegal leak for the holiday the leak that has the Hidden Fates 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
So guesses about 25th anniversary set and guesses about the next type of rarity cards that the Pokemon Company International will make.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts about the leak? Because you actually did a video on this.
I did think about the leak. So I mean, I did do a video on the leak. So I think it's good. I think it's good for the community. And the only reason I think it's good for the community because you're just giving out hype, you're giving out hints, and I feel like it's good for us to know because a lot of people love to know what to expect in the future. It's bad in terms of like how secure is Pokemon now. You know, this random McFarlane has this information, has this card, and he had all the three amazing rares, right? So in that aspect, I'm kind of scared, like how he got his hands on it. But as far as the news, man, we love leaks, man. I love leaks. I love knowing what's going on and what's coming out. So, yeah, that's my take on it. What about you? What about you?
I honestly have no opinions on it. I mean,
Yeah,
obvi-
I knew when you read that, I'm like, he's not a modern guy at all.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I will be buying Hidden Fates 2.0. I don't know what the name is yet. I
Shiny
think it'll be
Star
a
V.
fun set because it'll be a fun set to open.
Yeah.
I just think that I feel like the Pokemon Company I don't know if it's like I don't know if they did this on purpose, right? Like, what if they did this whole thing where they leaked images on purpose? But then again,
No,
they
because
only leaked out.
they would announce it. So a day before that happened, they announced it on the Japanese website, like 5 other new cards. So there's no reason to leak like one of the best cards and sell it online because we already knew that Zard was there. You know,
Apparently, one of them did sell on eBay, right? Like, didn't the English version of the card sell on eBay pretty fast? I
it
don't
was
know.
offer up. I didn't see it on eBay.
Oh, okay,
It was on offer up
okay,
for $750.
that's
But
ridiculous. It should
this
be
actually
more.
ties into what Andy Ma was saying. Thoughts on the Shiny V set coming out in February? It's super hype. I think it's definitely going to outdo Shiny V or Hidden Fates. I believe
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's gonna blow it out of the water. The hype around it. Think about it. The Champion's Path pre-order and hype has already blown Hidden Fates out of the water. The set's not better, but I'm talking about in terms of the hype around it. And so you're talking about now that we have the hype compared to 25 other more shiny cards.
Mhm.
Man, I don't even really want to think about it, but but I am excited. The one thing I'm not excited about is that they're reprinting some of the shinies. So we've already seen the Decidueye and the Oranguru reprint. They're shiny
Mm,
reprints. So I'm
yeah.
not a big fan of that at all.
Mr. Unknown sent a question, said sleepers of the week are old school EXs. I agree. I've been seeing a few submissions myself where people are sending in um EXs from like early EX era cards. And the thing is that you can get those for like you're gonna get them less than $75. Like you can have your nab at it. There's just a bunch of different ways that you can go about making a lot of money in Pokemon, in my honest opinion. You don't necessarily have to spend $100 on a booster box, the newest booster box. You can use that money and buy a few cards that are in the early EX era. Get them graded, especially if they're near mint to mint. If you
Make a
pay a premium,
profit.
if you want to, and then sell it, and then use that money to resupply whatever inventory you need to buy and scoop up one. I think that's the way to really do it, in my honest opinion. I feel like just buying product just to resell is just so much of a headache because you have to deal with like packing it all up. Whereas like getting a PSA slab, putting it in the mail into a bubble mailer, wrapping it up in bubble wrap, it's just so much of an easier process in comparison.
For sure. That's good. I can make one whole video on that. Just you talking for like 30 seconds. Well, it has to be over a minute for me to get some hours. But anyways, well, that causes a switch stream. Let's see. Would you recommend me buying a Neo Revelation set now, or should I wait? By Seha Isla. Islay.
I say if you can
Seha
afford to
Islay.
buy it, guys. In my honest opinion, if it's in your own means
Also,
and you want
I
to
do
buy,
want to, before you say that, like, I think a lot of these vintage sets really, the condition of these cards really do matter. I mean,
yeah,
you're talking about exponential amounts of money. So a Zard, let's use even a Zard for example. You can get a heavy play damage Zard for about $100, $200, right? But if you try to get a near mint one, you're looking at almost 1,500.
probably. But I mean, for example, I bought a played
They are mint
Charizard from
and
a
gem mint.
I bought a played Charizard card from my card shop
Mm-hmm.
for $100. I sold it on eBay for 405. So yeah, but I mean, if it's mint to gem mint, if you can afford something, then definitely buy it.
Oh,
In my
gem
honest
mint.
opinion,
Okay, it's not even near
like
mint.
I'm guessing it's a whole master set where it is gem mint to mint, and they're all graded. If it's a full set, dude, go for it. I think that being able to have a registered set on PSA is very, very important. I think those are the moves right now. I think if you can have a master set that is a vintage master set, and you have that registered on PSA's website, that puts you over the top. I think
Yeah.
that makes
I,
you a that's a good investment.
I mean, this ties into kind of what he was saying, especially if they're raw cards. Make sure you're not paying the value of a PSA card as well, because a lot of these experienced collectors are actually pricing their cards as PSA. So make sure you're paying the raw value. But as an investment, raw is the way to go. Buy something raw and grade it.
Oh no, I mean if this guy's buying something that's already graded at mint to gem mint, if that's the case, then go ahead and for it. But if it's raw, then I would definitely I would definitely take a look at it. It's a big investment, but I think Neo is the next big move. It's already the big move. It's already happening right now. When you see a PSA 10 first edition Neo Genesis Lugia selling for well over $50,000,
No,
that
no,
says
no.
a
It's,
lot.
I think it's Neo Revelation he's talking about.
Yeah. But I'm just saying like that's another Neo series, right? Like if it
Mm-hmm.
carries over.
Right.
That sort of behavior carries over.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So, is
Should
there
I
any more
sell?
Discord questions?
I'm not seeing any.
Yeah. Hey guys, feel free to jump
Actually,
into
Joe asked a question. He said,
Joe.
I'm tossing random ideas, but how is the chase for the promo Charizard for Vivid Voltage, and how it's raised prices significantly on the build and battle boxes, and it's not even released yet, and they're selling for $70 plus. Not to even mention like the staff Charizard
He's not
card from
talking
that
about the
set.
staff, right? He's just
No,
talking
no,
about
but I mean like that brings up the staff Charizard that's selling for $1,000. That blows my mind. How does a card that isn't even released yet selling for $1,000?
because it's a limited print and they don't print anymore.
No, I get that, but like when you compare it to like vintage cards, like
Yeah,
how many vintage chase cards are out there that are not even worth $1,000? Like that blows my mind.
it does. It does. Okay, so the next one is did you answer that question?
No, I mean it's up to you because I mean like he's talking about how Vivid Voltage like build and battle boxes are
Like,
getting
how do
really
you feel?
expensive.
I mean, you
Yeah, how do you
already.
feel?
Oh yeah, you already know how I feel. I think it's all like how can you hype up a set? First of all, that's not even around out. Second of all, you can still buy at the stores. So I think the staff Charizard is definitely something you should look at. I don't know about 7,500. I didn't see anything like that. I think the most I would pay for something like that would be like in the low hundreds at best.
I think
Around
someone I think some people have them already listed on eBay for about $1,000.
no. I can see like $300 to $500, and that's kind of pushing it. Just because eventually, so you're not paying for the card itself, right? You're paying for a future investment, and knowing that that's such a limited print is actually possibly worth it, And it's a time where this card is super hype. So I
Yeah,
think it
you have
is.
people already listing it for like $1,000 plus.
Unbelievable. Not okay. Anyways, that's my take on it. Do you think Seal? Okay, here we get to actually put the comments if you actually comment in the comment section. All right, the Magic Monkey YouTube. I guess you have a YouTube channel. That's pretty smart. I should be Yizzy Pokemon YT. Do you think Seal Vivid Voltage promos? Oh wait, this goes the same thing. Will drop in price until the release set. Yeah, for sure. The promos, they're gonna keep printing that. It's a new set. I don't think it's worth. No, like don't be worried. Don't buy into the hype. That's just my thing, right? It's a new set. They're gonna keep printing it.
So this is my take on it. We right now as a Pokemon community are experiencing things that are unprecedented. So like when it comes to new sets, like I've been seeing this since Darkness Ablaze has come out. Typically speaking, whenever you have a card that has significant value, right at the moment of release, a few days after, the value goes down. In this case, we're not really seeing that. We're seeing things steady a little bit, but that's just because there's a lot of people coming into this space every single day and buying the next thing that they can easily get their hands on, i.e., XY Evolutions, Vivid Voltage, Champions Path, Darkness Ablaze. Those are the sets that people are going after, that are going crazy after.
Mm-hmm.
So if the demand is there to keep that value sustained, then there's no telling if it is going to go down or what. You're like, my only concern is that when it comes to a lot of these newer stuff, and people are buying a lot of this newer stuff, if they were to ever get that graded and they don't sell it and they're just sitting on it, they're just sitting on a bag, like an actual bag, not in a bag in a good way, like you have, like, not like you start carrying a bag, but you're sitting on a bag where you don't know what you can do with it. Like let's say the population is significantly high in regards to some of these cards, and what are you going to do then, right? So,
yeah. So I think it will drop upon release. There's going to be an influx on how many cards they actually print. It's going to come out in waves.
Do you think the staff Charizard is going to maintain value, or do you think that's going to go down too?
I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't delved deep into like staff cards. The only thing I can think of is like logically, right? They're only presented to shops of the staff that holds the events, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so it's not like a card you can pull. It's not a card. It's not a promo card that you can buy from a set. And it's just given to these pop-up shops that hold the events. So I don't know that area. I know there's a lot of people that are experts in it.
Hidden Collection says, look at Evolution Team Up Stamp Charizards. It only keeps going up in price, but we don't know why that price is going up. We don't know why. I know why XY Evolution Stamp Charizard is going up, because that card is one of the most difficult Charizard cards to grade. That card is beyond difficult to grade. I don't know about the Team Up Charizard because I haven't looked at the population in regards to that staff Charizard itself. But I mean, like,
dang, you skipped up over all these other questions, dude.
No, I just saw that because it's pertaining to what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. We don't want to skip people, I see all these other like YouTubers skipping comments, and we can't do that to these people. Just kidding. Okay, it's a big umbrella. Should I sell my noble victories or trade it? I think it's the value. Well, do you want to answer this?
I don't know what noble victories is.
In terms of like just trade, it just depends on how much value you're getting, right? You want to do your research on some of these things on eBay. It depends what you're trading it for. So yeah, it's kind of like an open-ended question. I'm trying to get this fly that's flying in my face, and how much you're actually selling it for. So what are you? So in my opinion, if I'm looking for a certain card, and if I have a high item that's in demand, I would spend it and buy the card I want. So it just depends what your motive is, honestly. Well, I'm not gonna read that. Yeah, I agree 100%. What do you think of? Okay, what do you think about the Oh, let me put this up. Boom. What do you think about the Eevee Poncho sets? Can grab all 8 PSA 10s for 1.5k Canadian. You want me to convert that for you?
No, you don't have to. I'll just go ahead and give my opinion. So like
Okay.
the EV Poncho sets are kind of the same thing as, to me in my eyes, the same thing as a Pikachu Poncho sets. I think if you like it, then go ahead. I know the values for those are going up in value. I think that they are kind of sellable. Personally speaking, I don't really collect them, but just because I don't collect it doesn't mean it's not valuable.
1,200.
Yeah, just because I don't collect it doesn't mean it's not valuable. I would definitely look up individual prices in regards to those PSA 8s and, try to add them all up and see what their selling prices are. Obviously, it's probably going to be a little bit bigger just because if it's all together, then they're going to have a premium for it.
Okay, there we go. Random question. What's your favorite snack?
Ritz Bits peanut butter crackers.
Snaps, Cheez-Its.
That's
Jalapeno.
good too.
That's so
good too.
good, bro. Gosh. Making me think of it. Okay. Next question. Do you see anything? You did that one. PSA 10 Poncho. Oh, sorry, did that. Do you think? Oh, he did it again. We weren't answering fast enough. Oh, PSA 10. Oh, wait, that's the same thing. Do you think it? Oh, here we go. Nile 7. Do you think it's worth opening Jungle First Edition packs for a possible holo and PSA, or leave them sealed?
So that's actually a tough question now because Pokemon Radar. He's an expert at all things, including
Why didn't we
vintage.
ask Radar?
Huh?
Why didn't we ask Radar for our third option?
Because he has nothing to do with this stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a okay.
We will. I'll get him on board soon.
Okay, back on topic. Sorry. If y'all didn't know, I have really bad ADD. Like, it's really bad.
He was talking about booster boxes in a store the other day where he was like, before he was like too scared to open up a $2,000 booster box. And now he's wanting to open up a vintage booster box. Why? Because opening up vintage stuff, you can get everything graded. And you're not like, obviously there's going to be a loss there, but like with the way the market is, you're like, and with the way the things are growing in terms of value, it's going to benefit you. Let's say you open up a pack and you get it all graded. You got PSA 10s across the board in regards to that pack. Then you're sitting on something pretty special, right?
Yeah. Okay. Andy Ma, what do you? Oh, did you answer?
Yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, he plans on opening up another booster box, like a vintage booster box, and getting everything graded.
So all in all, since every card, it's not, you're just not even looking at the holo anymore. You're looking at the commons, uncommons.
Because people,
grade
like I
everything,
said, people are wanting master sets
and come out on top. So that's up to you. With that information, do what you want. Okay. Yeah. Andy Moss said, "What do you guys think about black and white sets as an investment?"
I think they're awesome. I think Plasma Storm is probably my favorite set from Black and White, period. Hands down, my favorite.
Okay. Yeah. So is that... See, okay, well, let's do the disclaimer again, right? Go ahead, because I did my...
Oh, so guys, we aren't licensed professionals. We're pretty much just giving you our hot take on certain sets. Things for you to pay attention to. You as a consumer, you need to do your due diligence in regards to a lot of this stuff. So like, you guys can ask us for an opinion, but you actually have to go back and actually look into some stuff yourself. Personally, I like black and white. There is amazing shinies across the board. I do like the Bagon. I like the shiny Charizard from Plasma Storm. I do like the shiny Blastoise from Plasma Storm. I have a PSA 90C Plasma Storm Charizard sitting right here. I think, in my honest opinion, I think it's worth it.
Yeah. So
I had two boost. Oh
no, finish.
I had 2 booster boxes and I sold them.
Yeah.
And I want more.
Yeah, we were even talking about doing a box break, like, on one of those.
Yeah, we need to.
I don't know. I just wanted to say that. What was I going to say? Yeah. Like, respectfully, the reason he puts the disclaimer out, or we put the disclaimer out, is just because there's a possibility of like getting sued, and we would feel bad if we told you to like spend your money on something and it doesn't come out as like you wanted, and you just like, because people like throwing their bank accounts and eggs in a basket. And I'll also say, don't throw all your eggs in a basket on one set, please. Okay. Mm-hmm. So next, not sure if you talked about this yet, but Evo booster box worth investing into, going for like 600 cards. We did talk about it. Actually, Sean Lee, just go to my video, talking about, what did I title it? Hype.
No, but I feel like I want to talk about
hyper investment. We did like before this podcast, we talked about this for like, No, yesterday we talked about this for like 2 hours on the phone. That was insane, dude. We're just like going off. I don't know. Yes. Let's save it for later. Just go watch that video. We got another one. We've got another question. Tuan fam, what's up, my Asian brother? Is it dumb for people to pay $3,000 for a PSA BGS unlimited base set graded 9 Zard, or would it be an investment? Um, 3K plus. It's way more than that.
If you can get it for 3K,
If you can
I'd
get it for
scoop.
3K, that's what I was saying. I was looking at 3K. I was like, wait. Am I looking at an 8? Did he say like second edition? No, he said unlimited. Yeah, if you can get it for
Nah,
3K, bro, scoop it up. That's
I
all I
feel like
said.
yeah, I mean, I feel like base set's always going to continuously go up. I think that's a set that people can relate to. 1999 people. That's the first. That's one set that people will always relate to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, forget about evolutions for a second. Like, who cares about that? We're talking about base set. Base set is always going to be something that is near and dear to people's hearts. Like for me personally speaking, if I hold an evolutions Charizard card, I just know that it's not a base set card. So it's like, oh, I don't want this. I want a actual base set Charizard. So it's up to you. If you can afford it, then absolutely. Absolutely. If you
Dude,
can
I
afford it,
think
go
it's
ahead.
so ludicrous. All right, I'm gonna touch it on this and just spit this fact because I don't want to go off on Evo. I think it's so ludicrous that you paid a PSA 10 $6,000. It went up for auction at PWCC. Of course, I feel like some people are shilling that price for an Evo Zard. $6,000 when you can pay that for a base set 1999 PSA 9. Which one would you rather have? Which one would you
I
rather
don't
have?
I don't know. At this point, I have no idea. The
No,
reason
you
why
no,
no
you
no
want.
okay
I know
for
the
comparing
3%. You're about
tens.
to say 3%, but no, I would rather have a 1999 base set Zard. You can almost get a first Shadowless Zard raw for that price. A very
Yeah,
nice minty one.
yeah. I mean, like,
And you're gonna buy the Fisher Price Evo Zard? No. No.
no. I'm just saying, like, in comparison, it's not a
2016.
bad deal. And this is the reason why.
No, it's 2016 card that was
No, I
reprinted.
get it, I get it. I like, why not both? If you have the means to get both, why not? But what I'm saying is that if you're someone who's buying a Charizard card, just in general, like if you have the means to be able to buy a Charizard card,
Uh-huh.
I would personally like. Which one are you gonna pick? A PSA 9 1999 Charizard card or a PSA 10 Evo Charizard? My honest opinion, I'd probably buy if I mean I already have the 9 from base set. I would go ahead and buy the 10
What if
from
you didn't
Evo.
have any one of them? Either
Uh,
one of them.
in terms of availability, in terms of price, I'd probably go for the 99. But the thing is that you're also looking at if you're looking at in terms of like the best investable aspect of which card hasn't capped out in value, like this one has a higher market cap, like higher market cap potential in regards to this card. Like you're talking about a card that it has a 3% chance of getting a 10. A 10. Just to give you an idea,
I'm
first
about to go
edition.
grade mine, and when I get a 10, I'm gonna come over there and be like,
Just to give you an idea, there's only 153 10s. Okay, a total of 4,000 plus Charizards have been graded. That's 3%. You look at base set, you're gonna have more 10s across the board. I've seen more PSA 10 base set Charizard cards in comparison to PSA 10 Evo Charizards. Like I only know one friend of mine that has, and that's Poke 10, and he has it. And so it's like, well, he has both. He has both. He has a base set 10 and the Evo 10. But
nines are not okay. Seihan said nines are like 5K US dollars, aren't they? Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think he's talking
4,500. I
about
think 40. They're selling for 4,500 right now.
for unlimiteds, right? For
Unlimited
base,
PSA
right?
9.
Yeah.
Are you hip to pho? I love pho. I eat it like at least once a week.
I've never tried it.
Seismic said, what's another one? What do y'all think about Detective Pikachu Charizard? Oh, what do y'all think of Detective Pikachu Charizard being graded?
Yes, I love the full art. I love the promo that comes with the tins. I got mine graded. I sold it as a PSA 9. PSA 10s are actually pretty worth a decent amount of money, like a little over $100. I think it's worth having. I like that artwork.
Okay. Yeah, well, there
People
you go.
think that Charizard is ugly. I actually like that Charizard artwork.
All right. Any other? Oh, there you go.
I think someone asked, like, they're talking about the E3 Pikachu. Yeah, E3 Pikachus are good. Personally speaking, I'm just going really ham on a lot of Japanese stuff. I bought a pristine 10 McDonald's Charmander yesterday.
There's a you said there's a full art Detective Pikachu Charizard?
Yeah, promo.
Oh, the that's not a is that considered full art? That's ultra rare. Ultra rare.
I guess. Who cares? It covers the entire card, full art.
Bro, if it see this is how you know Shivam is like not strictly vintage, but majorly vintage person. Like how? Okay, let people know how many Darkness Ablaze you bought. Okay, let them know how many pre-orders of Vivid Voltage you bought. The big ol' O. All right. Seismic said thoughts on Charizard Illustrator card going up in value soon.
Charizard Illustrator? Is that the one with Venusaur on it? I think that's the one on there. I think that's already going up in
Oh,
significant
you're
amount of
talking
value.
about
The promo.
the promo Japanese, right? Where if
The
you
Japanese one.
bought 4 packs, you get 2 free. Is that still
Look
up?
it up. I think so. That's one card I do want to have eventually.
6-year-old,
Charizard.
I used to buy graded cards. Back in the day, I had like 9, 10 cards. Worth 20 times more now. Now I see I want to buy a card. It's profit margin. How do I change that?
Oh yeah, this one, the Charizard card game illustration art book and card. I think yeah.
He said no. He said no. Wait, who are you saying no to? Check eBay. It's Japanese. That's what we're talking about. It is Japanese. It's at a Japanese store. You buy 4 packs and they give you this Japanese promo. Here, you answer basic trainer and I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's a Charizard versus Venusaur. But let's go back to YouTube. I think they look good though. No, it's the CD promo. No, the CD promo Charizard's different.
No,
6 years ago,
Charizard Illustrated that just came out. No, he's not talking about the Charizard versus Venusaur. He's talking about the one where you see Charizard's like behind and he's like, look, it looks like he's at a stadium.
Are you talking about the Grand Prix Charizard? That's what it's called, the Grand Prix Charizard.
Yes, I think he's talking about the Grand Prix Charizard. It's the back of Charizard. Yeah, he's talking about the Grand Prix Charizard.
Yeah, that's a Grand Prix Charizard.
This guy's confusing us. Stop it, Ollie. Stop it. Okay. It's the CD promo. Okay. I think everybody's like on a different page. I'm over here reading Harry Potter, and you're over there reading like.
Yeah, it even says what does it say on the stamp at the bottom?
Bro, back up.
It says Grand Prix.
I'm just messing with you. Okay. Yep, Stadium one. Okay, yeah, we confirmed. What was the original question on thoughts on?
It says.
Oh, it's going up in value soon. No. It's like dropping. No, everybody's trying to get rid of it because Pokemon Center just announced that they're reprinting it. So
probably.
Yeah. I may be wrong. That's what I got out of it.
That's not the Charizard Illustrator. The Charizard Illustrator, the actual legitimate Charizard Illustrator, is the one against Venusaur.
That one's
and he's
pretty
getting
nice.
His butt handed to him by Venusaur.
That
unfortunately.
One is so nice, dude.
Yeah, I do want to scoop one up eventually, but I'm
so thoughts on Japanese cards going up in value very soon. Shivam was actually touching on that, probably like 15
vintage in particular. Yeah, I think if you're someone who if you're someone who can't afford the actual vintage cards that are in English, I think, and you have a decent sizable amount of disposable income, let's say around $100 to $200 a week, then honestly, I think your best bet is going after a lot of the vintage holos in Japanese because they're still very much affordable in price. If you've been watching a lot of our episodes in regards to this podcast, we do touch base on a lot of Japanese holographic cards, specifically the ones that we talked about in the past were the Japanese Neo Lugia. We talked about the Japanese Blaine's Charizard. Those are still very much affordable.
Well, it looks like we've gone 10 minutes over what we talked about. I think has been awesome. Pretty good tea time. I like our setup, and we're always changing. We're always improving. Guys, if y'all haven't smashed the like, please smash the like. I already see what you're doing. And I'm not ready for it. Please smash the like. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Tomorrow I'm also going live giving away a bunch of free packs. Please please join the Discord too, because oh gosh, we've been streaming so long, my camera went out. But consider joining the Discord, and you can join it by following Notshivam. It's in his link tree. It's not in my link tree. Gosh, why pause on that photo? Here we go. Boom. Okay. Consider joining that Discord, and there's a tab on there that says 1 year anniversary Yizzy. You're gonna just watch the video, and I explain everything: how to enter, how to win free packs, and other than that, what you got to close us out, Shivam?
Nothing but sips.
Oh, sips. Wait,
sips. Pieces.
Out.
Deuces. Out.
What? You messed it up again, bro. You done messed it up again.
Who cares?